Nice guys finish last. You've got to treat 'em mean to keep 'em keen. Oh, you should definitely play hard to get. Don't text him back too quickly. Make sure that he doesn't think that he's the only man in the equation. Make sure that he doesn't get complimented too much. Maybe even be slightly mean to a person. That way, that will keep him keen and keep him interested in you. Have you ever heard of any of these things? Because I, for one, have, and it kind of can be a little bit confusing. We've all seen that person pining after someone who treats them badly, or pining after someone who's clearly not interested, and we've all sat there on the sidelines wondering, why are they doing that? Why are they pursuing this person? Does treating them mean really keep them keen? Sometimes it might even seem that way. Imagine a world where everybody treated people mean to keep them keen. You would have people who cancelled dates, we'd have people that cheated on each other, we'd have people that just didn't really text back, we'd have people that messed other people around, maybe hooked up with other people's friends to make them jealous. So, I've gone away and had a little bit of a research into this, and of course I've been working as a matchmaker and dating coach for several years now, and I must say that for me, treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen does not sit very well. Today I'm going to go through the research, I'm going to talk to you about my own experience with men, and I am also going to sprinkle in a little bit of good old-fashioned common sense and logic. So stick with me until the end and make sure that you do like, comment and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. So the first question is, what does playing hard to get communicate to another person? It communicates, I don't like you very much, I'm not interested in you, and I'm not a very nice person. So if you do this to somebody and they have maybe low self-esteem, they may think, oh, I want to change that. I want to do something, it must be me. So if you're looking for someone who's got low self-esteem, then perhaps this is a strategy for you. If, however, you're looking for someone with high self-esteem, I would be really careful with this one. There are many studies out there that indicate that we like people if we think that they like us. There is absolutely no research out there that suggests that if we act like we don't like someone, that increases the odds of them liking us. So actually, you're shooting yourself in the foot here if you think that playing hard to get is going to get you anywhere with somebody who is high value. Someone who has self-respect, is a secure person in and of themselves, may come up to you and try to initiate contact, try to build rapport with you, and then if you're shutting them down, that person will think, I value myself, I respect myself, this person doesn't like me and isn't interested in me, I'm now going to move on. I spent much of my teenage years in a situation where I actually started to think that I was quite unattractive because I hadn't realised that this was something that boys did. But I was in high school, so if you're in your 30s and someone's treating you mean to keep you keen, you kind of have to think about, do I want to stay around and associate myself with someone who doesn't treat me well, doesn't make me feel good about myself? Why would I actually do this? One of the reasons why people do stick around when someone's treating them a little bit mean is because the reward outweighs the discomfort of what's happening in the present. So they think that there's a chance that they might be able to change that person's mind, and it becomes almost a little bit of a game. However, this doesn't make the person like that person more, it just makes the person pursue that person in order to either fix something in themselves because they want to correct a situation, or it's because they think that, oh, maybe one day they might actually like me, without really questioning, do I actually like this person anymore? Is this the person I want to be with? Studies conducted by Elaine Hatford in the 1970s, which I know is a long time ago, but we haven't had contradictory information coming through, suggests that actually people do not like someone more if they straight up play hard to get. So we're talking about someone who just rejects. That doesn't make that person likable. The person that's more of a yes person in this situation is more likable. There have been 5 studies into this, all coming back with the same result, that the more someone perceives that you like them, the more likely it is that they will like you. Straightforward, logical, makes a lot of sense. So they actually went a little bit further than that and continued on with their studies, And the results of those studies indicated that actually it's about being selectively picky. The optimal thing that you can be doing is to be fussy with everybody apart from the person that you're actually interested in. I did this with my current boyfriend. I went on a night out with his friends. It was actually a non-intentional night out. It was one of those weird situations where you bump into a group of people who happen to know the person that you're interested in. And I spent the evening with those people. I, in that situation, had the opportunity to display the type of person that I was. And I very intentionally didn't get too drunk, was very, very pleasant, was very fun, did not hook up with anybody, because I knew that if I hooked up with anyone, that my partner now, who I saw as a high value individual, wouldn't really be interested in me if I had been with one of his friends or if I behaved in a way that didn't fit with what he thinks is acceptable. So I didn't think about it in such a heavy way, but for sure when I reflect back on it, I'm like, whoa, like actually that was a really, really strong move. When someone is hard to get in general, it boosts someone's self-esteem when you show interest in them. So I'm quite pro women approaching men, and I approached my boyfriend, but I didn't approach anybody else in his social circle. If I was going around approaching everyone, of course, when I got to him, he would just be like, oh, I'm another one on the list, as if I'm interested. I declined his friends. I wasn't interested in his friends, other than in a platonic way. And this behaviour that came from me demonstrated to him that I was high value, that I was selective, so that when I went to him, he didn't think, oh, she's hitting on me, she must be really desperate. People don't think you're desperate if you're honest about your feelings. People think you're desperate if you're honest about your feelings and then don't take the feedback of I'm not interested. Do you see the difference? So the key is to make sure that if you are interested in someone, that you're nice to them, that you express that you like them, and if they're not interested in you, you back away, because that's demonstrating high value. It's absolutely okay to admit to someone that you like them in a really straightforward, honest way. If they are then mean to you, then it's either they don't like you, fair enough, or they're playing hard to get. And really, when you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s, when you're an adult, like, do you really want to be involved in a situation where it's actually you're just playing games with each other? So based on the research and of course my own personal experiences with men, I would suggest to be selectively hard to get. So don't go with all the people, be selective about who you choose. And then from there, only pursue things with people who are showing up for you, for people who are reciprocating, for people who are opening up to you on a similar level as what you are, and someone who has the same kind of values and beliefs that you do. Because let's be honest, life is far too short to play hard to get. And as for nice guys finishing last, this is total and utter nonsense. People who are running around after these bad boy characters just aren't ready to be in relationships just yet. There's a big, big difference between being a very nice person and being a total doormat. So if you're actually falling into the bracket of trying to please a woman to the point where you're like sacrificing your own beliefs, then yeah, you are in a situation where you're probably going to be brushed aside and people won't be interested in you. You have to have confidence in who you are, you have to have confidence in your opinions, but that does not mean that you can't be nice. There's a big, 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 big difference. You should never put another person on such a high pedestal that you will bow down to their every whim, their every wish. Don't be that person. There's a balance to be struck between being way too nice and an absolute arse. Thank you so much for watching today. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Massive thank you to the 20 people that have already subscribed to my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all or anything that you want me to cover, let me know and I will try and do it in one of my future videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye.